What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with a brand new Spill the Tea video. Well, the Kardashians have been in the news even more than usual lately. You know, they recently just battled Black China in court and won, but they only won as far as damages are concerned. They didn't win on a lot of the other charges. China actually won those. The courts did note that they believed her when she said that they had her show canceled, but the judge wasn't really that good with giving the jury all of the information on how to reach the verdict as far as damages are concerned. So Black China will be appealing the verdict. But anywho, today we'll be discussing Kim and Ray J. You know, the Kardashians have started their new Hulu series, The Kardashians. And in the first couple of episodes, one of Kim's storylines was about Saint allegedly seeing this picture of her crying emoji saying that she had another sex tape coming. And Kim basically was wondering, did Ray J have another part of the tape and where was he going to put it out? She said that Whack 100, his manager, was alleging that he had another part of the tape, and she called Kanye fake crying, and then she called her attorneys and said she's gonna burn them all down. And then she went on to say who knows what could be in the second sex tape. He probably stuck a dildo up her butt, who knows. And she laughed. It was a joke, but still, I mean, because we all know that Kim was involved in this sex tape from the beginning, her mother, her, and Ray J. But you know, the narrative since it came out has always been that Ray J leaked the tape and Kim was this poor victim, and it has plagued her for all of these years, and she's worried about her kids, and you know, she doesn't want this haunting her. She's moved on. She's a billionaire. She has reputable companies, but the empire was built on your back and your knees and in your mouth, darling. Let's not forget that. So Ray J has been tired of this narrative that has been displayed all of these years about him, and he recently just did an interview with the Daily Mail. And in it, he said, I've sat in the shadows for over 14 years, allowing the Kardashians to use my name, to abuse my name, make billions of dollars over a decade and a half, talking about a topic I've never really spoken about. I've never leaked anything. I have never leaked a sex tape in my life. It has never been a leak. It's always been a deal and a partnership between Kris Jenner and Kim and me, and we've all been partners since the beginning of this. The former couple who got together in 2002 when both were 21 made the infamous tape during her birthday celebrations that year. It was released in 2007. Ray J, now 41, told the DailyMail.com putting out the video was his idea, and he suggested it to Kim after they saw how Paris Hilton's profile was boosted when the film she made with poker player Rick Solomon was leaked. But while Kim claims she didn't want to do it, Ray J says the now 41-year-old embraced the idea and enlisted her mother, Kris Jenner, to organize its release via Vivid Entertainment, a process he had little to do with. The eventual contract, which was signed by both Ray J and Kim, was for 3 videos, including 2 sex tapes, one made at the Esperanza Hotel in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and one created in Santa Barbara, and a third tape that is listed as an intro to the Cabo footage. Only one tape, the video shot in Cabo, was ever released, and Dad of 2 Ray J told the DailyMail.com that all of the intimate tapes were kept at Kim's house in a shoebox under her bed. He said it was something we did in Cabo on a trip for her birthday, and it was something extra we were doing in the hotel. She kept them all. She had to go find that tape, sex tape Cabo #1, and then present it. I never had a tape in my possession in our whole relationship. I never had a single one at my house. She had them at her house. She's always had all the tapes in a Nike shoebox under her bed. I'm sure she has bigger beds now and better boxes. That's how it all came about. Once I pitched the idea to her, just playing around a little bit, that's when she jumped on the idea, talked to her mom, and it was out of my hands from there. Neither Kris nor Kim responded to the Daily Mail's calls for comment. Ray J now regrets his role in releasing the tape after he was publicly blamed for leaking it, but has been unable to correct the record due to the contract that he has signed without legal advice. The Love and Hip Hop star says the tape and his role as the villain of the piece has blighted his career and relationships, even left him feeling suicidal at one stage. Ray J said, I felt suicidal because when you know something's real and it's true and you're watching a whole family create an empire from a lie they've created, it's heartbreaking and disrespectful to all the entertainers who have been honest and true to their craft. As a black man living and working in America, it's hard to get up every day and look out at the water or look at my family and know that they think something about you when you know it's 1000% the other way. How do you live like that? I couldn't be a part of any reputable major network television show and do Dancing with the Stars and do America Got Talent or anything like that because of my image, because of what they made me. I'm not allowed to be in those places. The singer added, for me, I've been walking on eggshells thinking I'm going to get in trouble for telling the truth, and I've been holding on to it for the past 14 years and watching them humiliate me. They're celebrating my destruction. He said he had been forced to live a lie and now wants the truth to come out so he can show people, most importantly his 3-year-old daughter Melody, that he's not a bad guy who exploits and disrespects women. Oh, and you guys excuse if you hear furniture moving around. My neighbors upstairs are moving around their furniture as I film. Anywho, so he goes on to say, Ray J said, where in this whole story did Ray J become the person who leaked the tape and who's made their lives miserable? How do you believe that Ray J is the enemy of all enemies when we've been partners from the beginning of the sex tape being released up until now? We're all still making money, but yet you go with defame me and blame me over and over, and I can't do nothing but defend my honor and speak out and tell the truth. He said the final straw came when the Kardashians made the tape a storyline in their new Hulu show, at one point discussing whether he might have any more material, including a moment when Kim said he might have a video showing him sticking a dildo up my boom. Pow. In a later episode, her estranged husband Kanye West is seen boasting about collecting a laptop from Ray J and saying his family would no longer be extorted. But furious Ray J says the reality was very different. He handed over the device stuffed with intimate photos and many videos sent to him during their 4-year relationship after he heard via Kanye that Kim was worried about what kind of material the laptop might contain. Despite Kanye's claims of extortion, Ray J says he did not have to be paid, did not receive any money, and was happy to hand it over to ally Kim's fears. Instead, he described a 4-hour meeting with Kanye at the private terminal at LAX where the pair spoke father to father while the Yeezy designer sat on the floor and looked at everything on the laptop, which he then took with him when he left. Kim later claimed on the show the laptop just contained a video of Kim and Ray J eating at a restaurant, but Ray J says that is untrue. He said it wasn't a sex tape, it was a lot of pictures, a lot of little mini videos, and a lot of proof we've been talking over the years since they split in 2006. If you send me an email in 2008, the computer doesn't change the date on it. So in 2007 it happened. Kim got in contact. Kanye could see we were talking constantly in 07, 08, 09 through her sending me texts and videos and stuff. Oh, Lord. This is a mess. He says, I was proving to him I've never been the enemy. I've never been the person who they say I am. If that was the case, why are you guys trying to brainstorm, come up with ideas with me and make me do what you guys say do? You want me to continue the act You want me to continue to act the bad guy, and you guys have brainwashed me into thinking that's okay. He says the only copies of any tapes that still exist are with Kim. Ray J says she knows there's nothing else. I don't have to leak a tape. I've never leaked a tape. I don't have a plan to ruin them. When I put on the comments that all of this is a lie, I didn't mean Kanye coming to meet with me about some second sex tape. I mean, all of this is a lie. From the beginning of us putting this sex tape out, this has been the biggest lie in the industry, in the history of entertainment. He added, they're not letting the world know that there's a bunch of sex tapes that we made, but they're not going anywhere because she has them all. I've never had them to watch and to enjoy. Although Ray J and Kim hadn't spoken for a decade, he says he contacted her when the new sex tape allegations on the Hulu show came out, begging her via Instagram direct message to stop saying he leaked the tapes. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I'm going to read you the DMs between them. And in the DMs, she never denied anything that he claimed, which we knew she wouldn't because Kim is very smart and calculated. So in the DMs where he reached out to her, her response was obviously a response that she had approved by her lawyers that would not incriminate her by saying that what he was saying was a lie, but just not addressing it, period, so she wouldn't incriminate herself. So this is the DMs that Ray J sent to Kim. And before I even read the DMs, we all know that Ray J is not dumb enough to give her the laptops with all of that information on it and not make copies for himself. That boy is not no goddamn fool. I'm pretty sure he still has screenshots and all of that of those interactions that he had with Kim. And now I wonder, like, Kanye, like, doesn't that make you look at her differently unless she already had told you that this whole thing was, to put her on? But if she had been lying to Kanye all these years and saying, Ray J leaked this tape on me, I had nothing to do with it, to only then see all of these text messages and emails showing that they conspired to do this together and that she was still in contact with him years afterwards, like, wouldn't that make you look at your wife, your baby mama differently? This bitch is calculated and cunning and manipulative as hell, her and her damn mammy. So if they would do that to him, what makes you think they won't do it to you? I mean, we already see what they do to you. They play the crazy card when it come to your ass. But anywho, let's get into these DMs. So Ray J DM'd Kim on Instagram, and he said, all of the videos and pics and texts from me and you because I was trying to make things okay and make you feel better. Now I realize this is another promo stunt for you. Unless you reach out to me soon, I'm going to take it to the level where it shows all of what we did. All of the meetings and convos about the planned dates and times of our meetings and the whole lie you and Kris planned since the beginning. This is not a threat. You've taken this too far. You know what we did. Your mom controlled this whole sex tape deal with, Vivid Entertainment. It was her idea to put it out. Why are you playing games, Kim? I've been nothing but a team player. We all had an agreement. Now you are trying to drag my name for your new show, and that ain't cool. It's effed up my business and relationships. When we sat down with Vivid Entertainment and your mom and we planned all of this together, now you really are taking this lie to the next level, making me look crazy. I don't want to expose the real shit that we did, but you are leaving me no choice. Kanye said he said you wanted the footage, and I gave him all of the videos and pics and texts from me and you because I was trying to make things okay. Now you want to make it seem like I'm doing it again without your control. All those fake tears, your fans trusting you to be honest and sincere, but it's all fake for the cameras. I was playing my part until you started doing all of this. Why are you trying to ruin me when you know I was just a player in this? You have to stop believing your own lies. I have to let the world know the real because you've taken it too far now. Somebody needs to explain the play you are doing to me ASAP, or I will have no choice but to protect my brand and family and expose the real. I know how promo goes and I get it 100%, but it's gotten out of control with this new story, and my team is on my head thinking it's true. Me sticking a dildo in your butt while you was asleep is pretty out of control, lol. Wouldn't you wake up if you felt that in your blank, blank, blank? I would hope so, Kimmy. It could never be that loose and open. Well, with her, you never know. LOL, just kidding. But seriously, it makes me look like a rapist and dirty perv, and I'm catching a lot of slack from it. That's why I hit you like this. Out of all these years since the tape, we've been able to build brands and make a lot of money. You already got to the billies. Please help me stay in a positive light, and I want my kids to be proud of me. They are 3 and 2 years old. They are innocent. Please don't make their dad look like a loser when you know me more. It's Ray J, if you don't know who this is. So on April 14th, at 7:56 p.m., Kim responded with her very calculated, professionally written response that she, of course, had looked over and approved by her legal team. So she responded and said, "Hi, sorry I'm only seeing your above DMs now. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well and congrats on your beautiful family. In regards to your last message, did you actually watch the episode? Because I didn't say a single bad thing about you. The show filmed in real time the day in hell that I had with my lawyers when your manager threatened to release another tape that doesn't exist. And my son, who was 5 years old at the time, seen an ad with my cry face emoji that said Kim's new sex tape as clickbait in Roblox. It was upsetting to have to deal with, and I am sure you can understand also how that feels. If you're upset about the dildo comment, it was clearly a sarcastic joke, and I was laughing when I said it. My burn them to the ground comment was a generalization to anyone threatening to hold this over my head 20 years later. We are both parents now with young kids and careers, and I'm sure you want to move on from this just like I do. But your manager is the person who brought this all up out of nowhere, and I have a right to share how it affected me. Next week's episode airs where Kanye brings me the computer, and he says he got back from you, which shows you in a positive light for giving that to him. Thank you for doing that. Ray J then responded, my team is demanding me to respond to what's out there now because it gets worse every day. I don't say nothing. Now that we talked, I feel different. I was going to go extreme, but not anymore. How should I respond? Now, his response to her even shows you that they've been working together on this whole thing for years. So Kim says, I completely understand and I appreciate hearing this from you. I want you to know that I wish nothing but the best for you. This has hurt us both in so many ways, and I know we are aligned in wanting to move forward in our lives and not continue to be defined by something we did 20 years ago. Thank you for reaching out, and my hope is that after next week, when everyone sees the computer was given back to Kanye, that this story will be dead and done with. Just spoke to my team. We will get something out tomorrow morning to clarify that this was a joke and that you would have never done something like this. Hope this helps. And I'm sorry to hear how this has affected you. It wasn't my intentions. Now, you see, nowhere in this did Kim say, you're lying. Me and my mother did not have anything to do with releasing this sex tape. You're lying. We never worked on this together. You're lying. Why would you say that? I'm going to sue you. She never said any of that. And that's what you do when you're guilty. You don't even respond to those claims. She talked about everything else but that. So she would not incriminate herself because she could not say that he was lying. Because if she said he was lying, then he would then come out with the truth. So if he was lying, we all know Kimberly would have gotten her lawyer hat on and said, "You're lying. I'm going to take you to court." Da 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 da. And none of that was said. But we all knew from day one that they all worked together on this. And it's truly disgusting that a mother would negotiate her daughter's sex tape for fame. And that goes to show you the moral value of that whole entire family and what they will do to keep their name in the spotlight. Kim knows damn well she brought up that sex tape for a storyline, because if you have been watching this new spinoff or whatever you want to call it, it's basically Keeping Up with the Kardashians with a better fucking camera pretty much and a better editing system, that this show is boring as hell and they have nothing to fucking talk about. Nothing to talk about. So let's revisit the past and go back to the sex tape drama all over again. Because my thing is, if she's saying that this was brought up because Whack 100 was the one that brought it all up again, and she said in her response to him that there was no other sex tape. So if there was no other sex tape, what is the point of you even shedding light on this and making it bigger than what it was and acting like you're so scared that it was another tape out there? Oh my God, I don't know. Is it more footage? Is it when the man said you got it all at your house, wherever, in a safe. You probably done burned it by now. But you knew there wasn't any other tapes because you had them in your possession. So you went along with the bullshit as a storyline and to once again paint Ray J as the villain. Y'all all crazy. Y'all are all one crazy ass diabolical family. But please believe that the things that you do in the dark shall come to the light. And you all have gotten such notoriety and fame and money. But please believe there will be a day of reckoning. There will be a day of reckoning for your actions. And just as quickly as you were blessed and have been blessed, because sometimes God will allow the devil to do what he wants to do and to let you guys get rich and famous and lie and cheat and steal and everything else that you all have done. And then God will step in. Oh, he will step in and said, "Okay, Lucifer, you've had enough. You've had enough. Now it's my turn to rectify this situation." So for all the people that you all have done wrong, Black China, Ray J, Brandy, Amber Rose, the list goes on and on and on. Your day of reckoning will come back. Kim's first husband recently sat down with Vlad, and he discussed some of the accusations that Kim recently has made. She recently made comments stating that her first marriage, she was high on ecstasy when she married him. That when she filmed the sex tape, she was high off ecstasy. Girl, Kim is a goddamn fucking liar. Kim doesn't even drink. So you don't drink alcohol. Okay, but you were popping ecstasy pills left and right and stayed married to this man for I don't know how many years. Girl, get out of here. But take a listen to what her ex-husband had to say.
Things that I want you to clear up, because on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she claimed that she was high on ecstasy when you guys got married.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. So that's her thing. That's, they can say I'll say this to all fairness. I'll say something about that episode. I think that's unfair to, at this point, first of all, let's talk about Kim. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her family. I've seen Kris at Kenny's wedding. I've seen, and we all speak. And when I saw Kris last, we were cool. I've seen her a couple of times. I think it's unfair to make those kind of blanket statements. Because we have kids, I have children. My kid goes to the same school her kid goes to. So imagine him when he has to deal with that at school. I think that she should be more responsible with those statements, because there's a lot more to that subject and those things. And I could go into that and blow up the spot, but I wouldn't. And I've been there's a lot more to that subject and those things. And I could go into that and blow up the spot, but I wouldn't. And I've been very responsible in not talking about what that marriage was or what it meant to me. And it meant, you can kind of kind of, because it happened in the past, you can try to sweep it under the rug, but you don't stay married to somebody or be with somebody for 4 to 5 years and it's just based off of you getting high off of ecstasy. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense at all.
I wish these damn people would stop being so scared of their juggernaut uh, attorneys and all of this stuff and their power with the media and start blasting these hoes. They all need to get together and start blasting their asses. They all need to go to court together or file a class action suit against their lying asses. The first husband need to get together. The second husband, the basketball player, need to get together because she used him. China, Amber, Kanye, Ray J, everybody need to get together and blast their asses. But their day will come where they will be taken the hell down. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this tea that was piping hot today. Piping hot tea. Let's talk down below. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.